Welcome to RV and Travel Adventures. My name is Jesus Manuel Menagarza. I hope you're doing fantastic wherever you are at. In this video, I'm going to try to illuminate, clarify several stories I produced on this channel regarding EVs, EV RVs, our EV charging infrastructure, and global warming and issues like that affect our life on this planet. So I have my little notes right here, and let's start off with why do we need EVs? Currently, most vehicles on the road, there are a small amount of EVs out there, but the great majority of motorcycles, vans, trucks, cars, etc., are ICE propelled internal combustion engines. They have internal combustion engines that propel them down the road, and their fuel of choice is typically a fossil fuel, gasoline, diesel, and in the case of certain other modes of transport, very primitive modes of transport, the other types of fuels, okay? But at this time, we use quite a bit of fossil fuels, and that is affecting our environment. It's specifically depleting our ozone layer and creating havoc with global warming, creating global warming. So at this time, I recommend, and a lot of folks recommend, that we transition from internal combustion engines to, EVs, electric vehicles, be they in the form of a truck, car, SUV, whatever, that we get on the course that will ameliorate our issues with, and here's a word, global warming. A lot of folks out there also have commented they don't believe in global warming. They say, hey, Jesus, that's just a fallacy. It's just made up. Again, just to be succinct and to the point, over 95% of the scientists out there, these are guys with PhDs from MIT, Caltech, University of Chicago, UC Berkeley, Stanford, the list goes on, Harvard, Yale, Princeton, the usual suspects. They say, hey, global warming is real, and it's caused by humans burning fossil fuels that are emitted into the atmosphere, and they destroy our ozone layer, and it's creating havoc with our weather patterns. It's creating havoc, more floods, more fires, more hurricanes, hotter temperatures. This past summer in Texas was incredibly hot, muy caliente. So again, over 95% of the scientists out there, those with actual degrees, believe that global warming is real and is going to cause profound damage to us in the future. It's going to be several decades before we get a handle on global warming, from what I understand. And of course, you can do your own research. It's going to take decades upon decades. Right now, we're set on a certain trajectory, and it's not a good trajectory, of more terrible weather, more floods, more fires, more tornadoes, hurricanes, and such, and higher temperatures, more melting of the Greenland and various parts of the world. All the various ice is going to melt. It's going to melt, and then all of a sudden our oceans are going to rise by several feet over the next few decades. Bad news. Bad news in anybody's book, especially if you have beachfront property, okay? So that's specifically related to internal combustion engine pollution. EV prices, this is another question people say, hey, I would love too, to buy an EV truck. I would like to have one of the new Rivians or the new Tesla Cybertruck. The list goes on. The new Ford Lightning, that new Chevy. Chevy's making a very nice one. Chevy Silverado EV, the new one. The top of the line unit is going to be sold in a few months here, and that one's going for $110,000. So they're just saying, hey, not everybody can afford $110,000. Of course, Inflation is a worldwide phenomenon. Some people in our government will say, hey, it's the Democrats' fault for all this inflation. It's a worldwide phenomenon. I'm pretty sure if you look at the back of your package that you're just buying at the old Walmart or Target or at Neiman Marcus, it's going to say made not in the United States. It's not made in the United States. And those prices are passed on to you as customers. So EV prices are rather expensive. There's another reason why EV prices are rather expensive is because a lot of these manufacturers, Ford, GMC, are late to the game. They're late to the game. They decided, hey, let's last couple of years to create these EVs, and they only have this much of an inventory of batteries, a very tiny, muy chiquitito inventory of batteries, and they decided, let's put them in our premium products, that Chevrolet Silverado EV, very nice, I want one, for $110,000. We're not talking pesos, we're talking dollars, rather expensive. Even the Ford Lightning truck is rather expensive. It's rather expensive, especially if you want the one with a lot of batteries so you can go farther instead of not so far. You need more batteries to go farther. That one's costing a few extra bucks. It's pretty expensive. Again, a lot of these manufacturers are coming out with high-end products because they only have a certain amount of battery inventory. They're not ready to produce, millions of cars every year and sell them to the general, public at $40,000. And again, inflation is totally an international problem. Again, I remember back in 1990, a Mercedes would sell for $12,000, $15,000. What do they sell for now? They sell for a lot more than that, okay? Especially for the mid-range Mercedes. It costs for closer to $80 or $100,000. Quite expensive. So inflation is going to affect the EV marketplace in a year, 2 years. When all these EVs start coming out, they're going to be a little bit higher than you expect them to be priced today. Because of what? Because of inflation. Another question I get quite often is EV charging infrastructure. They say, what a waste of money. Yes, we need an EV charging infrastructure. I would like to see EVs charged everywhere. I already go to Best Buy over here, and I go to Kohl's and different stores that I go to, downtown Fort Worth, and I see EV charge stations. Very nice. Again, I would like to see them more, just practically everywhere. Wherever you see a gasoline station, I would like you to see an EV charging station, several of them that you can just drive through, just like a regular gasoline station. So you can just driving your 45-foot Prevost, and you can get it charged right there. Or you can just drive your Chevy Colorado EV, and you're driving there, and you have your small travel trailer between behind it. You can charge them both. You can charge the Chevy Colorado EV. Very nice. I want one of those. And your latest Rockwood Mini Light EV travel trailer with batteries on it. You can charge that too. Charge them both right there, and pay your with your credit card. Here, take it. Just take it. Just take it. So I'm very excited about our charging infrastructure for the future. Again, you don't have to dig for a tank so you can put that gasoline or diesel into the ground. You just need wires, and you need to improve our capacity to produce this electricity, be it from wind, be it from solar, be it from other sources like hydroelectric, etc., etc. Again, Texas produces quite a bit of wind energy. A lot of, actually a good percentage of our energy resources in the state of Texas are actually wind. They're not just like natural gas and other sources like coal and stuff. They're actually produced, even in the great state of Texas, oil and gas country, it's produced by wind generation. Very nice. I would like to see in the future, this is my opinion, this is what I feel should be done. Hey, everybody out there, do what I do, or what I suggest. I would like to see most homes with solar panels on them, and I would like to see them have batteries. Hopefully in about 20, 30 years, this will be the norm. Solar panels on the roof and batteries in the house, and that'll serve a great majority of your usage of energy. And of course, we have to be more careful, more conservative with our usage of energy. We just can't, have that, 4 refrigerators in the house, one for all the venison that we just shot this last during the hunting season, and another one just for all our beef and all our big steaks and stuff like that, and another one just for our beer, and another one just for for the rest of the food. Vegetables, horrible. So we have to be more conservative. Of course, asking one person to be conservative and the other person, I'm going to do what I want. I'm a free man. I can do whatever I want. Don't tell me what to do. Don't take away my freedoms. It's like that guy driving his truck down the road. I see him quite often here in Fort Worth. He has these pipes coming out of the middle of his diesel truck, and it's belching black air and black smoke. And I'm going, that's a environmentally friendly guy. Thank you very much. Belching that black smoke, into the air, being obnoxious, being a pain in the ass, and of course, waving the American flag, saying, it's part of my freedoms to make this mess and destroy the ozone layer. Thank you very much. I'm an American. I'm free. I can do whatever I want. So we have to improve our energy sources out there. I'm very excited about the future of RVing and EV RVing. Are you? I'm very, very excited. I look forward to getting an electric truck maybe in about 5 years. Hopefully when the prices drop significantly, maybe I can buy a $40,000. By that time it'll be about $40,000. Right now it's, of course, with inflation around the world, it's a common thing. It'll be something I might buy, an EV truck to tow my RV, etc., etc. Hope you're doing fantastic. Hope these answered some of your questions and queries regarding my videos that I produced on global warming, EV RVs, EVs in general, or EV charging infrastructure. Hope these answered your questions. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, brilliant ideas, of course you're all brilliant out there. We already know that. Please leave your comments, questions, suggestions, and brilliant answers below. I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. Muchas, muchas gracias. And of course, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Everybody must do that. Everybody must like, subscribe, and share. This is a rather modest channel, but I'd like to get a little bit of growth, a little tiny, infinitesimal amount of growth. I would greatly appreciate it. And if you have a chance, and especially if you have some money burning a hole in your wallet or in your checking account, or your stock portfolio is getting just a little bit too large, check out my Patreon page, patreon.com/JMM Garza. Muchas gracias a todos a ustedes. From Fort Worth, Texas. It's a beautiful day. It's been in the 80s. Wow! Especially over the summer. For 2.5 months, we're suffering from global warming. Muy, muy, muy caliente. Very hot. Again, where am I? I'm in Fort Worth, Texas. Gracias. Adios. Bye-bye.